College Football National Championship.
One of the major pros of owning a Sega Genesis over the Super Nintendo was, of course, the sports games. Sure, you didn't own Super Mario World, Super Metroid, or A Link to the Past, but hey, every sport was well represented on the console, with my favorite being the NHL series. But baseball, basketball, and of course, football was very well represented. No, not soccer. I'm talking about American football. I said the Sega Genesis, not the Mega Drive. Anyways, when most people think about football on the Sega Genesis, they tend to lean towards the Madden games, with 94 being the best in my opinion. But there were so many others out there to choose from, such as Mutant League Football, NFL 95, and even the earlier classic sports talk games. But today, I want to talk about college football's national championship. Believe it or not, this was one of the first Sega Genesis games I ever owned, due to this being the game that was packed into my console when I got it for Christmas. So the nostalgia factor on this game is very, very high for me. Look, I'm not going to go too crazy with this review, because at the end of the day, it's kind of a cookie cutter football game that was released to appease college football fans. The reason why I say cookie cutter is because, well, this game is actually considered to be an exact clone of NFL Football 94 starring Joe Montana, but with college teams. I only own the 93 and the 95 version, so I can't really compare it side by side, but the game uses the same exact engine as the original program. But overall, this game is still fun as hell to play. The biggest highlight of the game is Lon Simmons doing the voice commentary in the game, which is actually pretty good. He's the same guy who did the play-by-play broadcast for the San Francisco Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. I actually looked it up, and he did the voice for all the sports talk video games for the Sega Genesis. Pretty cool, but it makes sense that he did the voice commentary for the Joe Montana series since he did the 49ers. So I'll give you some examples of what he says.
Across the 30, he's dumped at the 31-yard line. First down and 10. 17-yard gain on the pass. Tucks it away. Takes it outside. To the 40, 50, 40, knocked off his feet. A 32-yard gain on the play. First down for the Irish. He puts it up. It's left. Picked off. The Fighting Irish line up. I can't believe it. Turns on the speed. He sweeps right. Brought down at the 28-yard line. Nice job by the defense. Penn State takes possession for the extra point. And the kick is on its way. Oh, no. Whoops. Unbelievable. Penn State leads with the score 7-6.
This game is based on the 1993 Division 1A football season, with the top 5 teams being Florida State, Notre Dame, Nebraska, Auburn, and Florida, according to the final AP poll. Now, I never went to a big football school, so I'm not the biggest college football fan in the world, but I do enjoy it from time to time, especially during the playoffs. I guess I'm a Notre Dame fan because I'm Irish, but I wouldn't really consider myself to be a huge fan. But I played this game nonstop when I was a kid with my brother. We would have some fierce competitions, and that is how the game is best played, through a couch co-op, or couch versus, I guess, whatever. But this game is awesome to play with a buddy. It's actually not bad to play with a computer as well, because the AI is pretty solid. There's 3 levels: beginner, normal, and difficult. I would highly recommend playing on normal because the game is pretty fair and a decent challenge. Difficult is kind of ridiculous in my opinion, as I have always gotten my ass kicked on that setting. And beginner is actually, well, almost too easy, and I'll show you footage of what it's like on beginner. Yes, I'm playing in Miami, it's 60 degrees, and it's snowing.
Miami Hurricanes. The kicking team comes on. The Canes set to receive. The kick out to the left. And he's got it. Across the 10. 20. He's on the crowd. 40. Breaks free. 40. He could go all the way.
So as you can see, you can score a touchdown on most plays on the beginner mode when playing the computer, so definitely play it on normal to get a better experience. But hey, if you're playing with a buddy, You can play it on the beginner mode, and you guys can go back and forth with scoring touchdowns. It's actually probably more fun that way. But now, is this game worth getting today? Yeah, sure. It's $5 complete in box on eBay. You can't go wrong with that. But if you own a ton of 16-bit football games, well, this probably isn't worth getting. If you're going to get a 16-bit college football game, you're probably better off getting EA's College Football USA 96. In that game, you can choose from over 108 teams with a ton of plays versus this game, which only has 32. But look, this game is still great to play, and nothing beats ripping your helmet off every time you score a touchdown or some ridiculous play. Now, I might seem like I'm kind of criticizing this game, but I'm really not. Like I said, the nostalgia is very high for me. I played this a lot as a kid, and I still play it to this day. I love it, but if you never played this game before as a kid or, maybe even in college, it's probably not going to appeal to you because there's better options out there. But like I said, if you played this game as a kid, it's still a fun game to play, and I highly recommend it. But for someone who's never played it, there's just better options out there on the Sega Genesis when it comes to football. But hey, for $5, you can't beat it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.
And he's in. Incredible.